Hi, I'm Nora Ann Harrison. I'm an artist that's very involved in the art world. In teaching, I've been teaching since I was 18 and taught all the subjects from kindergarten to grade 13. And then as I got my degree, my specialist in art, I started the arts program at the Mount St. Joseph College. And those are wonderful years. And I'm still teaching. I teach at the Senior Center and sometimes here at the Art Gallery. And I still enjoy that very much. One thing I thought that I would hand in have this encaustic, because it's a media that we sort of had it, but we didn't have it when the high school was on, but it was available. And as soon as I found out about it, I got all excited. And I thought, well, with the theme of finding joy, it sort of shows this in the painting. You can do your own wax media, but I buy it from a company out in Vancouver, and you can buy the little tubes. These are the more recent ones, and it has to have the beeswax base, and some of the Crayola crayons, believe it or not, have the beeswax in there. It's a softer crayon, and sometimes I use it for the white. And then sometimes before they used to, and I still have some of these little discs. And when I first got into it, they had these big tubes of the wax with the resin in it, with the color in it, and with the beeswax. So there's different techniques here, and I sort of thought that this, because of the excitement and the busyness here in the top part, you never know. Sometimes I use something like a blow dryer. It's a heat gun, and it's very strong with the heat. So sometimes I hang on to and heat it that way. If not, I use some pliers, so it gives me a bit of space away from the hot gun. Now, the top part here, I put several different ones, and I did put it on here, put the heat gun in it, and it drips around like this. And as I say, depending how close you go or how far you go, or how you move it. And sometimes I tip the painting too to get a different effect too. So, but then when I got down to the lower area, I use a brush, and when I want it extra smooth, I do resort to the brushes. Okay. Now with the figures here, I just sketch them lightly, and to get the texture, there's quite a bumpy texture that I really like. And so I put the basic color on, and then to get the texture that's here, I use this tip on the glue gun, no glue, but and dab it like this, and it'll give your texture like that in little bumps. Or it also can be used if you had a water scene, and put the wax on, and then bring the hot glue gun across. And so you can do realistic, you can mix it up, have realistic, and you can have the abstract. What happens when you do something similar to the top here, they say you're not really knowing. It's not like if you're doing a realistic painting where the tree looks like a tree and everything looks very, with this loose thing, you're sort of watching it yourself and wondering how it's going to turn out. And the end result is always a surprise, but most of the time you're quite happy. And anybody that sees the painting later, hopefully they will enjoy the different techniques that are used here. And I thought that with the artist in the middle here, she's excited because of the way it happened up here, and the two other people. So that's why I said creating joy for yourself as you're doing the work, and anybody watching can get excited and be very full of joy too.